Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Can we break the next supply, Michelle? Let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Anta IPO tomorrow. Shows IPO tomorrow. Okay. Let's see if that actually IPO actually comes through though. Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Say that again. Can you send it to Boomskis? Yeah. HCWB is looking really, really good, right? So, like this one right away. As soon as I saw that uptrend and the way that it was moving, this one looked a lot more promising than the other names. You know, so that is perfect. So going into the open, we're pushing for $16. That was a sweet break and close above, actually. Right, that was a sweet breakout. So now we're pushing for $16 here, 16.40. Right, so that looks amazing. Is anyone in this one? I know Michelle is in this one because she's been excited. You're in? Yeah. Anybody else in this one? The only downside is we have 4 minutes before the market opens. 17? Yeah. That's the only downside, right? So we usually get these random sell-offs into the open. You saw that 1550 line? Nice. Very, 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 very nice. Good morning, Hurricane. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, that was a sweet breakout. Yeah. Currently? Okay, sounds good, Josh. Ayo. LOBO looks interesting as well. I think the only problem here is that it's below the VWAPs. And there's a lot of supply there. My goodness. That thing's gonna have to fight through like a mountain of supply before it can cook, right? CNSP looks okay. This one looks fine to me. It's up 100% for now, and it's holding above the 200. So let's see which direction it gives us though once the market opens, because it doesn't. I don't think it has a clear path yet. It seems like it has a bit of support for now though at $2.30. Alrighty, so if that thing can stay above 230, that's okay. If not, then you're looking for a retest of the 200. So, but yeah, so those would be our top three names going into the open. MULN had some news, and then I put it on here because I was watching it, and then it started to pump. I'm like, 25 cents, but then it lost it all. Just typical MULN, typical MULN, typical garbage, typical garbage. Um, I have Wiggles on here, Wang and Lee, because that thing's been bouncing up the 200 really nicely, and it's heavily shorted. And this one did really well yesterday, right? So, yeah. So I kind of want to, even though this one isn't like a top gainer, it's up 45%, not bad. I kind of want to pay attention to it. WLGS. So for now, your next support is 34 cents, 34.50. Alrighty. NVIDIA's cooking. Let the markets cook, please. SPY kind of feels like it's in a weird spot, virus, doesn't it? Like today is gonna be interesting. Like we might just end up in the middle. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's make some monies, please. Alrighty. Question for you guys in the chat: what's your favorite name going into the open? What's your favorite stock? What is your favorite stock going into the open? Let me delete my. Get ready. What is these streams? LOBO. Coin. Coin. Not MULN, that's for sure. Wiggles and CNSP sounds good. Rita, CNSP. Okay. A lot of you guys seem to like CNSP then, right? So yeah, like I said, I don't mind it. I think it looks good, right? The only thing you have to keep in mind is when we get to the open, weird things happen, right? So VERB should be on here somewhere as well. Yeah, so there's VERB and then LICN, right? So VERB looks interesting. I bet you one of these names will pop at the open, right? All the random names we have, one of them will give us that random pop at the open, but there's no way of telling. Um, But again, so top three are the ones we talked about, right? So HCWB, LOBO, and then CNSP, and then the other random names. Again, WLGS to me isn't a random name. I like what it's doing, right? So yeah, I like what he's doing, but we'll keep an eye on it. Here we go, and open the markets. Boom skis, boom skis. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that 200 EMA. See if we can dip to the 200 EMA here. So closer to that 30 cents area ish. DP. Yeah, let's see if that IPO actually comes out though. Let's see if it actually does come out. Joe, good morning. Good morning, Joe. So HCWB is still, trying to decide what it wants to do. Lobo kind of doing the same thing, retesting the 200 there at the bottom. So watch $1.90 for LOBO. Alrighty. If we could stay above that 190, that's a good thing because then our next resistance is 230. So again, $1.90 below that, you're looking for $1.75, right? So again, be patient at the open. There's no need to be rushing into any of these names. CNSP, right? So one of the names we like is consolidating, right? So above that 235, which is a good thing. The only problem is the market just open, right? So you're getting candles go up and like look at this one, right? Look at that. Look at that. Right? So you have a candle that pops and it's looking amazing, and then the same candle is back in the abyss, right? So for CNSP again, I like that it's holding above $2.30. So if you can stay above that level, that's a good thing. Alrighty, VERB is kind of curling up the bottom here. Nothing too crazy though, but it's trying to curl up the bottom. Alrighty, and then yeah, Spy. Not quite sure what that thing wants to do yet. If you zoom out on Spy though, that there's resistance. Like there's resistance for days. Resistance for days in this range here. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here. Again, Lobo is holding nicely up that 190. There goes the pop, right? So LOBO, right? So that 190 level we just talked about at the bottom here at the 200 EMA, that level is holding. We just popped to $2.15 and halted up. Welp, I guess we'll halt it. I guess that was it. Did anybody take the gamble on Lobo? Anybody take the gamble there? Again, HCWB is still, like we had a really nice run coming into the open. And for some reason, it feels like I'm losing my voice, but not really losing my voice. But, anyways, so I think we're just coming back for a retest before another pop for HC for this one. Alrighty, and then CNSP is still just playing around with that 230. So watch that 230 level. Wiggles is also still holding the 200 EMA, which is nice. So again, all of these stocks we're looking at seem okay, right? They all seem okay. They're just trying to decide. You did Pyro Lobo, okay. Mayhem, you did as well, okay. Let's go. Yeah. So again, Lobo's halted up at 215, right? So that 200 test was beautiful. And then what did we just say about HCWB, guys? We just came back for a retest and then boom skis. Yogi the criminal scalped it. Let's go, Thomas. Let's go. You just made $1,000 on Lobo. Woof. Beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations. Well done. I like it. Right? So you probably got in on the retest then. Yogi, so I'm glad Yogi sold this position. This is the downside to playing the open. We keep talking about it as if we're joking, but we're really not, right? Like you see a candle that looks horrible, and then all of a sudden it looks good and then it looks horrible. So when you're in these candles at the open that pop like this, you probably want to be taking gains if they're not breaking resistance, right? That was a really good exit for Yogi. Yogi, very nice, right? 1380 to 1560. If you didn't sell that position, guess what? Red. Red. Let's go. Yeah. Love it. Do. Love it. Yeah. Lion. Yeah, you don't want it to when it's halting, do you? You don't, because you never know what it unhalts at, right? That's way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Look at CNSP, guys. So CNSP was the other name we liked, right? So all three names are giving opportunities. So did anybody get in on CNSP here, Rita? I know this was your favorite name. Did you get in? Right. So again, resistance sitting at $2.80. Dan, good morning. Good morning. So 280 resistance on this one. But again, you could see that demand zone, that support at the bottom, right? CNSP. So triple bottom, boom skis. Resistance, left hand side resistance. So right around this area here. Alrighty. So $2.80. Alrighty. So just be careful up there, please. Just be careful up there. So we need to break, one direction or the other. We need to break. We prefer the upside, but when you're that close to resistance, don't play with fire, please. Alrighty, 280's resistance. So again, if you bought in closer to the bottom there, you're fine. Closer to 230, which Lion did, right? So you're fine. Andy, you're in at 235, fine, right? So Nosotros, you FOMOed a little bit. Read out you too. This thing was at $2.30 ish, and you guys, yeah. So, anyways, now we need to break above that 280 for CNSP. We need the breakout. So of the three names we liked coming into the open, the three names, right? So HCWB is halted down, LOBO is halted up, so we're waiting for this one to be unhalted, and CNSP needs to break above 280, which it looks like it's going to, right? So that looks really really nice. And then the other name that we're watching really closely is Wiggles, right? Wang and Lee, the Wang and Lee group. Sounds like a sus. Anyways, so I like what that thing's done holding above the 200 EMA and the VWAP here. I like that a lot, right? So now we just need to get some higher lows, some higher highs, something. And CNSP, guys, look at this. Look at CNSP, right? Sometimes when you have resistance like that, you want to make decisions, right? You want to make decisions. Sometimes when you have resistance like that. So the candle broke above and it never closed. And this is becoming a really common market maker trick. People are like, oh my god, it's breaking 280, it's gonna cook. I'm gonna FOMO now, right? And tat. Right? So waiting for candles to close above resistance is so important. So important. And now we're sitting at the lows of the day for CNSP, right? Another lesson is if you're in at the bottom, right, and it's pumping to resistance, if you don't have a stop loss, congratulations. You're playing with fire. Look at that, guys. Like, how scammy is this? CNSP announces pricing a $5 million public offering at the market under NASDAQ rules. How crazy is that? How crazy is it that a stock is pumping and it looks so nice and the company it drops an offering on you, right? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Wow. That is scammy. That is so scammy. At the open? Really? Again, this is why stop losses are very, very important, right? The support was clear, the resistance was clear, right? So, Yogi, yep. Right now, it's obviously halted down. LIBO, though, guys, is on halted and pushing for that view app. And LIBO, LOBO is halted up again. So, second halt. Again, uh, yeah. This is why stop losses are important, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's resistance? Right where it's sitting at $2.35, but it's halted, so we're gonna have to see what happens when it unhalts. Alrighty. What's the S&P doing here? The S&P is pumping. Do we just keep pumping today, or do we keep pumping, or do we find resistance here and then go back down? Is the question. What do we do? What do you guys think? Are they saying today, Radian? Okay, I'll take a closer look then. I don't know. I don't like how it was delayed a little bit, I don't like how it was delayed a little bit. MULN with another pop there. VFF with a nice little pop as well. With a nice pop. Good morning, Ruth. Hello, hello, hello. I'm preparing for a slap. Yeah. To me, it looks a bit, like there's a lot of resistance here, especially if you zoom out on a 15-minute or something, right? But that thing is also looking like it wants to to cause violence, virus. Yeah, like it's breaking above that pre-market. Yeah, it's breaking above those highs from yesterday. So it's looking like yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Let me go back to the 5 minute here. A little bit easier to navigate. Hood is crazy. No, Robinhood is coming to Canada as well. If you didn't know that, they're buying out a Canadian crypto broker. I don't know if that means they're gonna convert that to stocks and crypto or what they're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Might be tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Robinhood is just ICCT. Okay. So let's see what happens when this one gets unhalted there. I think the one that we're more interested in now is LOBO, right? So again, I still like what Wiggles is doing here. Your next resistance is 40 cents on this thing. Working on a laptop and hotspot feels like the Stone Age. Yeah. Do, 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 do. It's halted down, so just waiting for the unhalt here for HCWB Demar. So waiting for the unhalt on this one, and then that 40 cents on Wiggles here. Is it halted up, Jaden? Thank you. Yeah, it's right there. It is halted up. $6. Next little obstacle there. 6 to 6.10. 6 to 6.10 is your next little obstacle. And then there goes the on halt, guys, for CNSP, right? So again, importance of setting those stop losses. Use the damn stop losses, please. Yeah, use those stop losses. Yeah, Dan, you could just go to McDonald's, just McDonald's Wi-Fi. Dang. So so we actually popped it to 240 and then dropped to 224 and then halted down. So a pop and drop there. Yeah. Yep. So that's halted after a pop. Why does everything seem a bit sus? HCWB is dropping, potentially dropping to come back and retest that breakout zone. So the level I'd be watching on this one would be closer to this level here, right? So closer to this, like this little weird area here is what I'd be watching. Alrighty. But again, importance of waiting for it to consolidate. If it's not consolidating, it really doesn't matter, does it? Because then we could just drop to the next demand zone closer to $10. Right. So but again, like this area would be a potential retest area. This little circle area right? That would be a level where you're like, you know what, like that's a potential retest. CNSP, yeah, slowly bouncing back up there. And Spy's like, I'm back. Lend me pump, please. Uh, hmm. And now Wiggles is failing at that 40 cents. MULN had a nice little pop here, but then dropped again. So holding 20 cents for now, though. Let me pull up ICCT. ICCT is honestly one of those names you should always have on your watch list. Always, always, always. Because that thing seems to always pump and dump and then pump again at some point. 260 is your next resistance on this one. $2.60. Yeah, ICCT looks nice. Looks very, 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 very nice. Yep. Hmm. Interesting. Another 3% day. Can you imagine? That would be amazing. And ICCT is halted up now. 250, 254. Yeah. It might have been a little bit delayed for me. Halted up. $75. No, 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 no. Yeah, Alan, you might have if MULN ever went to $1, the market would go crazy. Just imagine. Just imagine spikes. Is anybody in ICCT in the chat? Anybody? Kind of feel like we're in a little bit of the that weird time zone, where like we're waiting for everything to consolidate so we know what's good. Again, HCWB still looks interesting to me. I don't mind this one still, right? I'd like to see a double bottom or a higher low though. So it looks like it's trying to consolidate above $11 here. So let's see if we stay above 11. Alrighty. LOBO. This one's a bit hard to trade because it's getting halted every few minutes here, every few seconds. So that's a bit difficult. This one still needs to kind of give us a direction here. Even though it looks good, it's halted down. So let's see if we can get some higher lows in that thing. CNSP, obviously, these guys have done an offering, so it might as well be garbage now, unless it consolidates and somehow comes back. Because we've seen some of these stocks, do the offering and then cook, right? So we'll give this one a few minutes as well. LICN on halted, nice little pop, right? And now it's dropping again. So there's just a whole bunch of chaos, right? So nice little pop on that thing after the on halt, but look at where it's at now. We just went from 650 to 550, right? And now it's halted down, right? So chaos, chaos, chaos. The S&P as well looks like it's still trying to decide which direction it wants to go in. Let me pull up Wiggles on this actually. Oof, that thing is dropping like a tomato rock. My goodness. Let me take a look at. I kind of don't like how it's below the 200 there, though. Even though I like that it's getting close to 30 cents. Yeah, still on watch. And now it looks like HCWB is trying to curl here now, which is good. Which is good. Mo, make sure you have a plan there though, right? Please. Can go to the abyss. You lost quite a bit. Rahul, I think if you lost money on that play, I think it's just a case of being in and not having a plan. You know, I think you just maybe didn't have a plan there. Like no stop loss, nothing, nothing. I think a lot of people should have avoided the chaos on that thing just because of what it did, right? Just because of the pop we had, and just because we knew there was resistance on this thing, right? So when we know there's resistance at a specific level, then we want to be planning for that. Stop loss blew through on Weibo. It didn't execute. Mm. When something like that happens, though, like when something like that happens, can you call them and say, "Hey, like, what the hell is this?" Right? Like, I had my stop loss here. Like, what's that? Or there's just so much selling pressure on that offering that it's yeah. Jericho, good morning. Yep. So people that sold at resistance are very happy, right? They're glad they took the monies and ran. But let's see what that thing does. ICCT still halted up here. The S&P is popping back up. So nice little spike there. Nice little spiky there. Yeah, I wonder if we're just gonna keep stalling, 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 and then eventual slap though. uh, Dan, are you playing features yet, or you're just kind of waiting for now? Just kind of waiting. Do do do. It's looking like we want to pump, does it? Isn't it? Is fueling it, Josh? Yeah. It's looking like that thing wants violence. Violence. But it's also looking sus at the same time. Just watching you. 175 Iris. Oof. Beautiful. ICCT is on halted, guys. So all the way to $3 here on ICCT. $3. Oh yeah, perfect. So it looks like HCWB is also halted up now. Yep. Right. So nice little consolidation at the bottom there. Nice little consolidation at the bottom. Yep. Did anybody buy the dip on this one? Anybody buy the dip skis? That was helpful. Michelle, of course. You caught the bottom? Very nice. I like it. 1164 Yogi, I like it a lot. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. I like it, Lynn. I like it. I like it. I like it. So if you bought the dip skis on this, again, nice little bit of consolidation, right? So, and then boom skis. I like that, right? So this thing was way too nice coming into the open that, we get rid of it on the first halt, on the first dip, right? These dips at the open are to be expected in the first place. You want it to dip at the open. So that this is not a problem, right? We just want to see consolidation, right? We just want to see higher lows. We just want to see something. Mm, let's see. 922. 2 seconds later. 908. Oh my goodness, Henry. uh yeah, you panicked on that one. ICCT is looking very, very nice though. So if you're in this one, congratulations. Looking very, very nice, ICCT. I like it. I like it. I like it. Doo, doo, doo. I like it. Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. Doo, 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 doo. So here we go, ICCT. That thing said hello. Give me new highs. So that's a very nice push. It's a very, very nice push. $3.50. Again, just be careful with this one because it does some crazy, crazy moves. Like it looks amazing and then it doesn't look amazing. So make sure you have good stop losses for this one. For next Friday, Josh, I like it. 127 on the way, plumbing. Okay. CNSP. Yeah, it's. I mean, they've done an offering, right? So when they do an offering, everybody just wants to get rid of it. So not a massive surprise, right? We liked it and it looked good. It looked good, but but then the offering came through. So there's really nothing we can do about that. You would think that these companies wouldn't do an offering until the market closes, but these days they don't really care. These days they don't really care. They will do an offering on you. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Interesting. Yep. So again, when something's breaking down like that, you probably should get rid of it, right? So ICCT is looking gemmy though. Oof. There you go. Perfect. Yep. uh on ICCT, Jonathan, beautiful. Congratulations. Quick scalp TV, well done. 288. I like it. When I say offering, did you see the news, Andy? Did you not see the news? Take a look in Stock General. So when I say offering, um, it's a limit. Oh yeah, I now I understand why those stop losses never executed. It's because you guys are setting limit stop losses, right? Yeah, that's why. That's why those stop losses are not executing. So on a quick momentum stock like that, your stop loss, you want to make sure your stop loss is good and tight, and also not a limit stop loss. If you want to be out, you should be out, right? So when you set a limit stop loss and something like this happens, your stop loss isn't going to execute. Uh, you have to know what you're setting a limit stop loss on. Yeah. So I'm just not a fan of on momentum stocks like this. I'm not a fan of those limits, like the limit stops. If they work for you, they work, right? But when something like that happens, I want to be out. I want to be at the front of the line, wherever that is. Get me out, right? Because this first candle right here is better than anything else that follows. Because look at where we're at now. I'm not a fan. I'm an only fan. So yeah. Sheesh. Look at SPY. We're not even at 1% yet though. So let's get above 1%. Uh, but it seemed like it way too before it actually reached. Really? Oh wow, interesting. Cap. Yeah, that thing said hello. Let me break out and cook. Break out and cook. So ICCT is backing off. So congratulations if you made some monies on this one. Alrighty. Now it needs to break about 360 and hold if it wants to push to $4. So this one still looks good, and then HCW it will halt it up again on HCWB. So that's the second halt now. Yep, exactly. So second halt again. If you bought the dip closer to 11, right? 11 and 12s, right? You're at $14 now. So that is a really really nice pop. The algo is pointing to the fact that we have a bit of a downtrend forming there, but the stock is also halted. So let's see how it reacts to that trend line, right? So let's see what type of reaction we have there. Do do do. Darlak, sure. What's your question for SOXL though? What's your question? What would you like me to look at? Let me look at the 4-hour chart on SPY really quickly here, because it doesn't look like it looks like we have a lot of room to the upside, huh? Oh my goodness. Looks like we have a lot of room to the upside. Look at this. Look at this 4-hour chart. Like look at the disaster. So tariffs, right? Liberation Day, tariffs, right? Does anybody remember the exact date for Liberation Day? The tariff crash? I think it was around this price here. Around that price. To adjust our tariff rates on US on May 14th. Okay. Okay. So the second of yeah. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. April 2nd is what I'm looking for. So right there, that was the day. April 2nd. We were sitting around 565, 567. Right there. And then we crashed to the abyss, 480. Right? And then now look. We recovered all the losses and gained some more. Look at that. Shish. So what happened to tariffs, guys? What happened? Tariff losses all recovered? Dang. Well, if you bought the dip ski, congratulations. If you didn't buy the dip and you panic sold, congratulations. But ICCT is finding a lot of resistance at 360. A lot of resistance. And then obviously HCWB is still halted up. I mean, he did say now was a good time to buy stocks. The first time Trump said that was closer to 510, right? And then again closer to um, 570. So yup, we are pumping. Yeah, if you're holding puts, you want to be crying. And there goes the on hold, guys, for HCWB. We're breaking above that trend line, but then our next resistance is closer to $16. So let's see if we can push for 16. There we go. $16, Michelle. Michelle's waiting for $16 again. Michelle. Yeah. Let me take a look again here. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, maybe we come back for a second test though, closer to 30 cents here. Let me take a look. Okay. 1355. That's not a bad scalp, right? Not a bad scalp at all. I want to see this thing break above those previous highs though. I want to see the breakouts. But again, just keep in mind you're sitting right below resistance. 50. Spy said, say that again, Michelle. Say it with your chest. Spy said, say it with your chest, Michelle. Yep. Another skip there. Let's go, Stuart. Hello. My goodness. That's a that's a nice pop. My question is, where do we hit before we get slapped though? Because you know it's coming. But like, what level is that? You know, like what level do we hit before we start dipping? Yeah. My goodness, look at that, right? HCWB again, resistance at the top there. Additional tariffs imposed on the U.S. product on the. That's crazy though. So that's crazy how China went from 660, Michelle. That's crazy how China went from like, oh, also negative to. I think they were trying to look strong, for the people. Like we shall never quit. But yeah, anyways, HCWB is halted down. Again, importance of taking your gains, honestly, right? You see resistance, you lock in your gains, right? The red zones are there for a reason. Mm, okay. Let's see, let's see. Do, do, do. Virus? I know, I know, I know. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Spy's looking like something crazy is about to happen here. Like a slap or if another fat green candle is coming. Let's see. Which one is it gonna be? Which one is it gonna be? A slap or fat red candle? Doing. What's your position for ICCT? What's your entry price? What are you looking for? What's your question? Yeah, Dan. It looks like all the dips are for longs now. Okay, give me a fat dip, Dan, for ES long. Things like nope. uh, your bag holding. What did you get in at? What's your entry price for ICCT? Hmm. So then you must have FOMO'd at the top then, right? That thing had a big run and then you FOMO'd at the top probably. Yeah. I'm waiting on NQ dips. Not happening. Come on, Dan. Give us a chance. My goodness. Give us a chance. Should you buy right now? What are you buying right now, or wait for it to go down? What are you buying? What are you buying? Oof, there goes new highs, Dan. Shish. Doo, doo, doo. Hmm. Is it actually coming out today? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. And then let me take a look at MOGO as well, because that one looks interesting. 80% here. MOGO. And then let me confirm the IPO stuff here. I mean, it does say today, so it should be coming out today. Again, my only concern for this thing is Hector. It's been moved so many times, um, and then the other one's tomorrow. ANTA. I think for a name like this, honestly, I'm just gonna wait and see what the bids is showing. If the bids are below that $9 expected price, and then I'm just gonna stay away from it. Alrighty, that's gonna be the plan there. HCWB is back. Is back. Okay. Mm, and HCWB is halted up now. Hmm. And SPY is just on fire. So there goes 86. Maybe we finally get a dip now, Dan. Maybe, maybe. Sure did I dare you? Yeah. No, no thanks. I just want a scam drop, just a scam, nasty drop. OMSC is the IPO today, Nathan. Preston, yeah, not a bad scalp, right? You sold that thing. Yeah, that's not a bad scalp at all. You sold in the supplies on them. 164, Rita. Okay, sounds good. 164. So you're slightly green on that position there. Every candle that's red is being bought up. Every red candle, dips bought. Sheesh. And there it goes again. There it goes again. Azul, are you seeing the boomskis, Azul? Seeing this violence on SPY? Sheesh, that dip at the open was the dip to go long, huh? That was it. Uh, yeah, that's more of a prayer, Dan. I'm sure at some point we're gonna get a dip though. We can't keep pumping up like that. I'm sure at some point it's gonna give us the as soon as you say that, it's like boomskis, brand new highs. Say it again, it says. Say it again. Let's go, Virus. You're done for the day. What is it? Roast time or thrust time? Mm-mm. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. Choo, 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 choo. Mm-mm-mm. To 76 ICC team. I like that a lot. Well done, guys. I like that. Congratulations. LOBO is halted down now too. So those first two names, HCWB and LOBO, just way too many halts on that. Just way too many. Pizza, I beg you. I'm finished. Finished, pizza. Finished. Finished. The body is there, pizza. Uh, so there goes a bit of a double top at 385 for ICCT. So that is looking very very good. Chris, yeah, I posted already in the channel there. Okay, sounds good, LT. That's a good scalp. I like that. And done. I like it. I like that. Perfect. I don't know why you sold those things, pizza. Yeah, look, damn, 80 pizza. Those calls would be so green. You have no idea. You weren't supposed to sell. It's supposed to be like, okay, we have 6 months, right? Just keep the damn things. Sheesh. Be so green right now. It's not even funny. So green, it's not even funny. It you sold at 330 and it's at 970 now. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Wow. Yep. No, Peter watches a lot of Nigerian stuff, KB. Yeah, Peter watches a lot of Nigerian stuff, so he speaks pidgin, you know? Pidgin. Are we cooking? Ah, the markets are cooking. And then ICCT is the one that's hitting a double top here. HCWB is unhalted, guys. So again, that's $16 resistance ish, 15.50 to $16, right? So he's enjoying your pain. Are you ready for a gamble short, Dan? Are you ready? Oh, Dan, I took it. Oh my goodness, Dan. Instantly. Instantly, that thing wants to cause violence. Yeah, violence. Yeesh. Pigeon? Yeah, Pizza speaks pigeon. Damn. You could basically just gamble long anywhere. Like literally anywhere. And you'd be happy. My goodness. Like look at this. Look at this. Chew, Michelle? What are you holding? Spy calls? Oof. Damn. It is. It is just because it keeps halting, right? But again, the chart looks nice to me. Why? Because we're creating higher lows. So as long as it's creating those higher lows, it's okay. As long as you're creating those higher lows, you're fine. Alrighty. So it again, we just need to break out here though, because we're sitting at resistance 15.50 to $16. Spine NVIDIA, Michelle. I like it. Well done. Cooking, Michelle. Cooking. Michelle is cooking in the markets. You know, she might cook you in fantasy pizza on spy calls. Rich, oof, beautiful. Congratulations. There goes $16 by the way for HCWB. 16, looking very very good. Mm, there's the Dan. There's the redness scandal. There's the redness. But is that our dip though? I'm kidding. Alrighty, so here we go, breaking above that $16, 16.10 ish. Um, do. Today's great, definitely a 2025 highlight. Virus, yeah, that much gains. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it, Virus. Well done. Well done, skis. Sanjaro, your portfolio is green, like your long term or just your trading account. And then there goes the resistance, guys. Look at that, right? This is what the third time now that we've been here. So again, resistance 1, resistance 2, kind of right there as well, and then right there, obviously, right? So yeah, again, that resistance was quite obvious there. So doesn't look like they want to break above it yet, do they? Dang, Dan should have stayed in that short. Yeah. Yeah, it's halted down. Michelle, I would still be surprised if you got that. I'd be very, very surprised if we got to 660. Very surprised. You know? So surprised. Very, very surprised. uh when you can't hold no more, yeah. Virus was loading those calls up in the abyss, right? From AMD to NVDA to all of it. When we were 550, was it 550? I think so, maybe. Yeah, 550. Don't get me wrong though, Michelle. I'd love to see that level. You know, would love, love, love to see that level. It's a good thing for everybody. Only a couple of days ago, I know, crazy, right? ICCT is looking very, very good though, guys. So another higher low on this one. Another higher low. How is ICCT doing? Really good. Your resistance has been at 385, so it needs to close above that level. Yeah, so 385 UT. $3.85. Uh-oh, Dan's being too quiet. Dan is in the trade. Dan, you better not be getting NTAT. You better not be getting NTAT. So there goes 390. Brand new highs of the day for ICCT here. I mean, that candle hasn't closed yet, and there's still 30 seconds left on it. But it looks like this time, though, it wants to close above. Yeah, so ICCT is looking really nice. There goes $4. Nice little breakout. $4 breaks. Pizza says, damn. If you're holding ICCT, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you're holding ICCT. To 180%. RTC bits. No, Dan is in the trade or he fell asleep. Hmm. Interesting. Maybe both. Yep. Maybe both. Yeah, a lot of these stocks we came into the open with kind of dying, right? CNSP looks like it's consolidating though, doesn't it? Like above $1.65 here. I mean, this would be interesting if there wasn't an offering that they just did. TZUP. What's your position there, TV? So kind of consolidating there. LOBO, meh, right? Even though it has a bit of support at $1.50 as well, a double bottom, right? So double bottom there. But a lot of these names do look sussy. Higher low for MOGL, so that's not too bad, right? And WLGS is curling back to 31 cents. So that is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. And SPY's pushing back up again. Pushing back up again. I wonder if we go back up and break those highs again. I wonder. Indefinite halt. Yeah, then there's really not an answer from me, right? TV. If that thing is halted indefinitely, then you have to do the research and see when it's coming back. Why is it halted? So many questions that I don't have an answer to just by looking at the chart. Um, Unhalted. Okay, yeah, looks like we're coming on. We just keep going up and down for now. Up, down. Just hope. Yeah, I think that's what it is at this point, TV. Just hope is what that is. And 31. And the ICCT is still looking really, really good there. Looking really, really good. Yeah, no, the IPO price should be around $9. If it shows $18, then that's already too far gone. Already too far gone. I was able to get out almost $2 TV. SMCI. Yeah, most large cap names should be making everybody happy today. Most large cap names should be making you happy. 4.8. Okay. There we go. Is SPY gonna give us a lower high, or is it time to slap SPY, guys? Is it time? Is it time, Virus? We need to test the 50. Eesh. That thing left a lot of things all the way in the abyss. Left a lot of things in the abyss. You took puts on NVIDIA? Oof. Virus. Okay, slap the markets a little bit. We need some dipskis. Test the 50s on these charts. I want to see some retest. That thing's like test these. You can test these. Ah, So we're testing the chrono here on SPY. So let's see if it actually breaks down. See if it actually does. Hmm. There we go. Yeah. Okay. It is actually. That's really nice. Rita, are you still in this one? You still in this one, Rita? I know you were in this one. There you go. Slap it. That's a nice little dip there. We needed that dip ski. Yeah? Okay. Just make sure you don't go red though, please. Alrighty? Stay green, make money. And I wonder what's gonna happen here with HCWB. I wonder. Yep. Not for the first time either, right? So the last time we tested the VWAP was at 317. And then pop. So now you're sitting at 340s, right? So let's see if it stays above it. The VWAPs. That's a lot of volume, and that thing seems to be moving like, okay, that's fine. It has a bigger float, not a small float, but um, you sold your calls. Easy money today. Well done, congratulations. Yep. Do. Okay. For those puts, Michelle. Okay. Mm. Perfect. Is it going back up? What's your position, Dumar? What's your position? One transfer or -4? Michelle is in the chat too, right? You guys are both gonna. I don't know. Ask Michelle what she's doing. Michelle, are you taking a -4 or just one? Anyway, so for HCWB, Dumar, again, not sure what your position is. This has been the range the entire morning for the most part, right after the open. So watch the VWAP around $12, 12 to 11.50. That should be your bottom range there. -15. um, so like watch 12 to 11.50 Demar is your position. Okay, so you're still okay then, right? You're green now, which is good. You is green now, so that's good. Just make sure you have a stop loss in that position, please, just in case it breaks down. I bet you it's going up now, isn't it? Yeah, like it's trying to. Mark, Nicole, yeah, yeah. Again, that's why I wanted to take that gamble as close to 30 cents as possible. But yep. So it's slowly creeping up there. Let's see if it actually, if it actually breaks above anything substantial. That thing is a beast. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Offering 50% of 50% of tickets on Wednesday all summer. Didn't know they had that money to do that, John. I don't think they do. Anyways, yeah, I don't think they do. I think AMC is a company, as we know, that's been like run so poorly in the past, on to the brink of bankruptcy, right? So I think there's more to that than just, yeah. There's way more to that. 50% is a lot, but most movie theaters do that though, right? There's a specific day that they do that, right? Still, yeah. See, I don't think they do the $2 Tuesday. $2 Tuesday just like it brings people to the movies, but it also like, yeah, who knows? But most movie theaters do something like that on a specific day. There's always some massive discount. Yeah, Hurricane, good. And now if that thing runs without us, Hurricane, we're gonna look for violence. We're gonna find somebody. But again, that was more of a gamble play because it was clearly trending down, right? I think we just wanted to gamble as close to 30 cents and hope that it would stay above. So a gamble, right? Rather than looking at the chart and saying, "Oh, this looks good," because it didn't look good. It's just $2 exactly, Marla, exactly. Snacks and popcorn for $50, right? $148 for popcorn, exactly. You did, GZ. You put $40,000 on what? Yeah. Yep, that's where they make their money anyways, on food in the movie theater. Custom popcorn buckets. Sheesh, what a scam. uh on Coinbase? Okay. Coinbase. ICCT is really coming back down to retest that demand zone. So it broke below the VWAP there. Below the VWAPs. And here comes the dipskis. So as soon as it broke below that VWAP there, red flags. Red flags. HCWB is still holding the bottom of the range there, so hopefully we can hold and push back up. Hold and push. And then MOGO is looking really nice here. So congratulations if you're still in this one, because that looks really nice. Very nice. Good higher lows, right? Yeah, it's done quite well there. Very nice, Mogo. Very nice. Uh, and getting better consistently, having a break even weeks. Jonathan, have a wonderful rest of the day as well. Again, Jonathan, come join us in Discord, right? That might help you a little bit. So, but not losing a whole bunch of money is good. Saudi Arabia to invest $600 billion into the American into America per the White House. Sheesh. Trump is bringing in the monies. My goodness. Saudi Arabia to invest $600 billion into America per the White House. Damn. 30 minutes ago? Oh, you did, Dan? Oh, I just saw that for the first time. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking. I know. I was slacking. Too busy looking for scalpies. Looking for scalpies. You took $500 UT. Congratulations. Yeah, you waited for the dipskis, but yeah, $500 is nice, even on a dip, right? So, yep. Now that you sold though, it's gonna bounce up 310. And now the world is good. I know, right? Cavities. Yep. The other cavities, the virus. Husa. UT? Yeah. No, that's fine. You bought another 5,000 shares of MOGL? Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's pumping. So you might be pumping the stock on your own, actually. Yep. Yep, Queen. Yep. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. Spy looks like they're about to slap that thing, Dan. Damn. Yep. There it is. Grims. The hippopotamus is like the summoning word for Grim. Grim, how did those calls look this morning when you woke up on Spy? Because Spy was cooking, cooked. Did you make back a lot of monies from that pump? I mean, again, we had to come back and test a 50. Need more green? Yeah. We had to come back and retest the 50. So here comes a retest of the 50 now. Here comes a retest of that 50. Do. Let's see. 9? Okay. It's not too bad. Step in the right direction. A step in the right direction. Is this the dip we've been waiting for, Dan? That thing looks like more violence. More violence. So, so this is the level we were waiting for, Virus. That 50, right? Question now is, can we pump back to the highs from there? Only Queen, only. The goal is 37. So Grim needs to do better. In 5 days, French Open, tennis. When do you buy, Demar? When you become a member and join us in Discord, and then that's when you can buy. I'm kidding. Kidding. Yeah, let's see if we can consolidate here and push again for SPY. ICCT looks like it's holding $3.10 for now. MOGO still looks really nice, right? So look, pushing for brand new highs of the day, so that's good. Congratulations if you're still in this one. CNSP again is still just holding the same bottom, right? So $6.65 ish. Alrighty. LOBO, meh, right? But you do have some support at 150. And then HCWB still just holding that same support around $12. So nothing really new on this one. Last year you loved it. Scary. Welcome to Discord, by the way. I saw that you just became a member. Welcome. Um, yeah, I feel like I'd like to go to to a tennis game. Very cool. Very cool. Don't forget to don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Smash a like, hit that subscribe if you're new. Tennessee. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Come join us. Do, 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 do. There we go. Attending the US Open is on your bucket list, yeah? Isn't it interesting how a whole bunch of you guys like tennis? I don't know why that's interesting, but it is. It is. On crypto right now, just got you yeah, Peter. Sounds good. Yeah, whenever you're ready, come join us. Whenever you are ready, come hang with us. So SPY bounce up the 50 like we kind of expected or hoped for, right? For now. For now. Grim, are you in long calls or are you just kind of waiting for the next opportunity? Are you in anything? Do, 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 do. Mm. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah. Calls for Friday? Okay. Yeah, Yogi. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Pickleball. I need to do, Yogi, I need to like do some stuff like that. That seems like a lot of fun, honestly. Paddle sports. Yeah. You know what I like, Yogi? I like squash. Yeah. I like squash. So I play that every so often. Mm-mm-mm. Paddle sports. Grim. Great game. Yeah. What is squash? You guys don't know what squash is? Really? How do you spell it again? Squash. Yeah. So it's like tennis, but it's like in a room. Let me see if I can find some images here. Like it's intense. Squash is intense. So you're in a room, right? You're in a room with like another dude. Then it sounds sus, doesn't it? You're in a room with another dude, right? And and then yeah, yeah, it's intense because the ball moves quickly, right? You know? Yep. I mean, oh, you could play with another girl, right? I guess. But yeah, it's like that, right? You could almost like tennis, but like a little bit different, you know? Indoor racquetball. Yeah, exactly. It's like racquetball. Yeah, there you go. So it's a lot of fun. TNMG. TNMG. It's a very nice push, actually. There wasn't really a catalyst for this one, was there? No, there was not a catalyst for this one. Doo, doo, doo. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. Doo, 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 doo. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yeah, it is, Dan. It really is. When you live at Chester, yeah, yeah. Doo, 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 doo. Yeah, when you're in that. Not yet. No, not yet. The IPO isn't live yet. Don't worry. When it's close to coming, we'll pull it up. OMSC. Alrighty. But now there's really no need to worry about it too much. Spy with that was a perfect spot there for spy at the 50, right? So you usually want to see these things come back and retest the 50 at least. Before that halts, David. Ooh, monies. Again, look at this though, right, guys? Like it's been the same scalp. HCWB, right? Same scalp. So same bottom, same top, same bottom, same top, right? So if you're playing with that, congratulations. Congratulations. Alrighty. Again, no surprises here about the levels. Um, the one thing that's really good about a stock, so what you will notice is people are okay playing with a name that seems like a good name as long as it doesn't create a new low, right? So that's why I'm always telling you guys, like if you're in a position, make sure it doesn't create a new low, because if it does, that's when the panic sets in, right? So, and to me, that's a really, really big sign, right? When the market opens on a momentum stock, I'm praying for a dip. I'm like, please give me a dip, please give me a dip, please give me a dip, right? I don't only want a dip because of like to get in. I'm looking for a dip so it gives me the base. Alrighty. So this is what I mean, right? If this is me and this stock dips to this level and it consolidate and it's going back up and I'm in, I know this is the guarantee level that I'm not allowed to go below. Like for sure, for sure, for sure, I'm not allowed to go below this level. Because if it does, it's dead, right? So the times where like I'm watching a whole bunch of stocks and the criteria is dip, create that low, you're not allowed to go any lower than that after we bounce. So after we bounce like this, the next time we dip, we're not allowed to create new lows, right? You want to see what happens when you create new lows? Let's just look at these other stocks, right? So again, we had that initial dip here at the open, right? So this one actually opened and dipped and then popped. Once we break below this low right there, it's dead to me. LOBO, right? Because what happens? We go back up. Interestingly enough, we use that level as resistance, right? So every time we create a new low, the stock is dead to me. Alrighty, and we can look at a whole bunch of other stocks, but that's kind of the reasoning, right? ICCT is a little bit different because that thing just exploded and it never. So again, people like to look at stocks that aren't creating new lows and are potentially creating brand new highs. You know, so you want to be very careful with Is there hype on this IPO? Not really sure, Kodai. It seems a bit like it's a bit interesting. Like it seems like a better company than the $4 IPOs. But it's also a China name, right? So like it's not complete garbage. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure. I just want to see the bids, Kodai. I want to see what the bids are showing. I think that'll give us a little bit of like insight on what could potentially happen. Dang, that was a nice little pop on SPY there. Yeesh. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So let's see what happens when we on halt on this one here. Type yes in the chat if you're holding. Exactly, Marla. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding HCWB. Type yes if you're still holding. They're 2 different days, Grun, right? So they're not both coming out today. So we can watch both of them. Yes, yes, yes. 12, 12, 12.50. I like that. Yeah. Like I said, again, closer to this bottom, right? $12 to 11.50, right? Right. So anyway, close to that bottom would have been okay. Hopefully we on hold now and cook though. Let's go. Well done, guys. Mm. Give us the on halt. Give us the on halty. When on halt. Yeah, that's the Wednesday as well, the 14th as well, right? So yeah. The 14th. The market was too chaotic. Yep. It was. ICCT is still kind of consolidating around $3. Yeah, so hopefully it stays above. That was a perfect bounce from the 50 there for SPY still. And I wonder if we just get a lower high here again though, and then dip. Max, is that your position? Is that your entry price? Oof. NVIDIA has been nice to you today. Let me pull up NVIDIA. I know Virus has been spamming for me to look at it, and I just haven't looked. I need to look up like Yogi what pickleball looks like. You know the one where like you have the net, Yogi, where you hit it with your hand, and then there's like a little table, but like it's a net. Anyways, I don't know what that one's called. Uh, Nvidia has a 2% day today. Look at this, guys. Nvidia is a 130. No, not handball. It was like a whole like red ball like thing. You like it's like a little bouncy ball, and then you have like a little like cylinder looking like net table on the floor, and then you have no, not table, not net. It's like net, yeah, something. Yeah. Let's see. No, 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 no. um, no, no, no. Don't remember. Something ball. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure once I pull it up, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah." Call of Duty? No. Exactly, Shiva. Yeah. But again, so if you bought Nvidia below $100, like if you bought Nvidia, can you imagine not buying Nvidia or like panic selling Nvidia? Nvidia's at $130 now. Can you imagine? Right? Buy the dips on solid companies. You buy the dips because not you buy the dips because the company's changed, nothing's changed with the company, and it's selling off for no good reason, right? Feel like tariffs, stuff like tariffs and COVID, that's no good reason, right? But if a company actively tells you like, hey, we're struggling, we're losing money, right? Then you don't buy those dips, right? So when dips are created by something else, you buy those dips. You buy the dips, and there it is, guys. Woof! Unhalted and gone skis. Boom skis. Congratulations, guys. Again, just keep in mind we keep failing like around $16, right? Like we keep popping and failing around 16. So this time we've made a brand new high though. So that's a little bit different. But still. So let's see if this time we can actually close above 16, 1650 and then just keep going. That candle actually pushed all the way to 1730. That was nice. Right? But again, it's back to that resistance. You're happy, Big H? Yeah, you should be happy. 1620, congratulations. Let's go, Josh. Are we crushing it? Yeah, we are cooking. Cooking. I mean, honestly, anything you bought, there goes $17. 1710. Oof, looking nice. Looking very, very nice. From $12 to 1620, yeah, you should be very happy. That's amazing. That's a really good day. And let's see. Looks like this candle will finally actually close above though. And you know what's interesting is we're still basically below the supply zone, right? So if you're taking your gains, from 16 to 17, there's nothing wrong with that. No, Marla, you're so nice and green. You're so green, it's not even funny. So you have nothing to worry about. Move your stop loss up or take some gains. Yeah. So move the stop loss up or take some gains. Spike ball, yeah, Sock Monkey, that's what it is. It's called spike ball. Yeah, let me Google it so you guys see what I'm talking about. 13:05 to 16, Sam. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a lot of fun. The last time I played this was when we went camping. Like we took a little thing, and then you have a whole bunch of people like around it, and then yeah, it's fun. Good morning, Troy. Ayo, you see Spy today, Troy? Oof. What's the best place? So Joshua, Stock General. If you're looking for some of the like the brand new alerts in some of these stocks, right? Stock General. I would tell you though to go through all the channels, please. Right? There's also a video. So yeah, let's go. 1277. Beautiful, beautiful. Right? There's a gold member cooking for you. So HCWB in at 1360, out at 1659. Right? So beautiful. I like that a lot. Yeah, beautiful. I see your entry. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. Again, that's why we talk about those stop losses, right? Very, very good. And here comes a push for $17 again now. You do, Josh? Okay, sounds good. Finishing up a wire today. Okay. Don't forget to pay yourself. Maintain those stops. Much love. Let's go, Josh. Let's go. Let's go. Giving away memberships on Thursday and five more on Friday. Bring your friends and family. Let's go, Josh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Josh. Much love. Chat later. So it looks like, yeah, we're failing at the top of that supply zone, then getting slapped, right? Anybody taking the gains at resistance, like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? We already know this level isn't, it's a problem. So you see that red there, the red is there for a reason, right? The screen isn't just colored red for decoration. I mean, it looks nice, a little bit of decoration, right? But it's not just there for decoration, right? It's there to say, hey, hey, hello, do you see me? Yeah, I hope you see the redness, right? And so another thing to think of, like supply and demand zones, guys, is when we get to a supply zone for the first time, like so this candle right here, right? When we get there, you don't have to sell your position because we're in a red zone. You don't have to be like, oh my goodness, oh let me sell it. No, you don't have to, right? But the fact that you sit there and it's like one, two, three, four, when you're counting the candles and it's taking longer and it's not breaking out, there might be a reason for you to get rid of that position, right? So according to TradingView, the float for this thing is 700,000 shares. So pretty small float, right? And it's saying they have earnings today. So I wonder if they actually do have earnings today. HC. Yeah, the damn thing still looks fine though because it's not actually creating any brand new lows. Oh, right. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys, you won't believe this. Later. Yeah, with a small float like that, sniper probably. Right? They know what they're doing there with that stuff. They know exactly what they are doing. There goes HCWB, guys, pushing for $17 again, right? As long as we keep getting these higher lows, this thing is still okay, right? We do need to break above the top of the supply zone, though. Yeah. So Dan, someone was in the trade, right? Someone, not naming any names. Can you hear me? Yeah, they can hear me. So someone was in the trade, Dan, right? I don't know why they took the trade because now I'm looking at the trade and I'm like, what are you doing? Right? And so then they have to go to work, right? So then they bring the computer beside me and they're like, hey, don't ruin this. Manage this trade for me. After they've ruined it already and got in where I would have never got in. Then they're like, okay, bye. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow. La, 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 la. Maybe someone had a wow. You would not believe what Dan just said. Maybe someone had a bad teacher. Wow. Unbelievable. Clear resistance. Cle- yep. So probably tomorrow, Guardian. Probably tomorrow. It doesn't say confirmed for today. So the only IPO that's confirmed for today is OMSC. That's actually priced for today, right? ANTA is not priced. So and it's saying Wednesday. So So then tomorrow morning we'll see if it's been priced. Right? That's how I usually look at these IPOs. So the morning off, I see if it's been priced, right? Because there's nothing we can do anyways. You know? Yeah. Mm, mm. Ah, too funny. Fix it. I know, right, Azul? Fix it. Fix my trade. Yeah. Well, the markets better keep pumping. That's all I know. We better break out. What's Spy doing, anyways? Yeah, Spy is kind of creating a bit of an uptrend here. So let's hope it does, and we break out. It looks like it wants to go up though. No, your trade was horrible. Do. The rough time. Do you know the rough time? Someone posted 11:10, right? Um, which is any time now, but to me it's usually closer to noontime, Chester, and I just wait for the bits to show up. Wait for the bits to show up. Do. Wait for the beats. Here we go. HCWB, ICCT. Yeah. They slapped it, right? So stop losses, please. HCWB is looking like the only name that wants to cook right now. Like the only name that wants to cook right now. It's 1680, 1690. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, I don't like when people ask me questions like, is this stock done, Because then I know, like, okay, there wasn't a plan and I don't know how to answer that question. Like, is the stock done? Doesn't matter if it's done or not, right? You want to plan your own trade, right? Like, how do I respond to that? Is ICCT done, right? Like, what do I say? You know? Because to me that's not really the question. The question should be, okay, like, where did you buy? Where did you put your stop loss? And what's the plan for the trade, right? Stuff like that. It makes it easier. Breakout, Mogo. I think I might have got rid of that one. Is it live now? The IPO is live. Okay, thank you. OMSC is live. What do we add here? $8. Okay, so that IPO was meant to come out at $9, by the way, $8 to $9, right? So to me, this is already a bit of an interesting, area, because now it kind of looks like we're below the IPO price, huh? Yeah, just be cautious, guys, and that's why I said, like, I would wait a little bit. Yeah, look at that. We're below. This is what I mean, right? So yeah, the IPO was meant to happen at $9. That's the price they sold shares for. So if they're letting it go below $9 this easily, then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. You know, just gonna hang out, see what happens here. But I think initially when we looked at the document, it said $8 to $9. So let's see if it consolidates above $8 here. And then I bet you the FOMO will really kick in though if we break above like 870 or something, right? Yeah, look at this. Like it's all over the place. All over the place. Do do. Mm, all over the place. Doo, doo, doo. Should we win it this week? Yeah, that's the IPO that I'm more so interested in. ETOR, right? I just wish that thing was IPOing at a cheaper price latitude. $40 to $50 is just way too much, even if it's worth it, because it probably is. But at the same time, it's like, you know. So we shall see. And then HCWB is still just kind of consolidating in that supply zone, which isn't again not the most amazing thing, but at least it's sitting up there. Rita, did you take your gains on MOGO yet, or are you still in there? Because I know you got in way cheaper, so way cheaper. Inverse head and shoulder on SPY. What time frame are you looking at? It looks like an inverse head and shoulder, doesn't it? Right. It's also creating lower highs though. So yeah, in the 5 minute, I can see what you're looking at. It just needs to break out to confirm it. So it just needs to break above 87.40. So 587.40 ish. Yeah, Jonathan, 5 minute, 3 minute, same. Yeah, I see what you're looking at, right? So you can kind of draw the inverse head and shoulder, right? So left hand shoulder, dip skis, right? And then right hand shoulder, and then trying to go, right? But again, to me, when it comes to inverse head and shoulders, double tops, there's always a specific level that it needs to clear, and it's that level to confirm it. So it looks like that, right? If you missed like the bottom of the shoulder, then now it needs to break out. We need the boom skis. We need the boom skis. Come on, Spy. Go boom skis. Yep. Yep. Again, to me, it looks okay because it's creating higher lows, which is a really good thing, right? But again, it doesn't change the fact that it was still at resistance, right? So if you're just moving your stop loss up, that's fine, perfectly okay. If you're taking some gains as we stall at resistance, that's perfectly okay as well, right? The one thing you cannot be doing is buying in this price range, right? Because then it's 50-50, right? It's gonna either pop out because it's trending up nicely, or someone's gonna dump it. Oh, you need it to drop? Well, then just hope it doesn't break out then for SPY. That would be your hope. Here we go, 1744. Come on, you can do it. So high of the day is 1780, right? 1780. One more pop and that thing's going to be at brand new highs of the day here. HC. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is it going to break out this time? That thing said, how about I give you a double top? How about I give you a double tops? Come on. Yeah. The spread is also 30 cents, so that's why it moves like that. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance there. But it's not giving up though, that's for sure. Right? This is not giving up, which is a good thing. Here we go again. 1743. Come on, you can do it. 1750. What what SR indicator is that, Chris? So this indicator is called the Bull Bear Algo. It's for the members only in Discord. So if you search it, you won't be able to find it on it doesn't show up unless you're manually added to the to the list already. With coins, do I think those ones make sense? So, Aurora, what's your intention with MSTR and Riot and Mara? Like, is your intention there to mirror like BTC without holding BTC? Is that the whole point? If the answer is yes, then I'll give you what I give you something else. Yes, that's your intention. Then I would do something else. So what I do with that instead is I do IBIT. I wish you asked this question though, like like 2 weeks ago, a month ago, when everything was in the abyss, right? That would have been so much nicer. Um, but I if your intention really is to mirror the price of Bitcoin without holding Bitcoin, then Mara isn't the way to do it, right? You might get a nice move from Mara, or Riot, right? MSTR obviously, right? Leverage. But if your intention is to copy the exact move, then getting stuff like Mara, it just won't cut it for you. Alrighty. So here's an example, right? So let's take a look at BTC, right? So look at the performance of BTC, right? These are daily candles. So you can clearly tell that in the last, since we hit that $75,000 for BTC, we've been trending up, right? So look at the price action for BTC, right? So now look at Mara, right? What's the price action like for Mara? Not exactly the same, is it? Not exactly the same, right? Look at like an IBIT, a direct Bitcoin holder, right? Kind of looks like Bitcoin, doesn't it? Right? Ogeo Server for monthly dividends, MSTY. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So you just have to kind of think of what you want to do, and then go from there. Again, that's what I mean. Though I wish you were asking about this, like a month ago, because then like a name like IBIT was all the way down there with Bitcoin down there, right? Now we've gone from $43 all the way to almost 60, right? You know what's interesting is Bitcoin is green, IBIT is green, Mara is red today, right? Coin would be green though because they're getting added into the S&P 500, right? So coin with a nice fat candle pop. But you think about it though, like without this candle pop with the news from yesterday, coin was a garbage stock. Well, not really garbage because we talked about this, right? Coin was at a double bottom. Michelle was talking about this, and we put up this chart, right? This was a really good bottom for Coinbase, right? We talked about this like 2 weeks ago. That's why we have these circles and these lines at the bottom, right? Because that was a sweet spot, right? But the performance wasn't necessarily the same until the news actually came in. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, let me go back to that IPO. Yeah, it looks like we're finally pushing back above the like that initial open price, which is a good thing. I want to see that thing consolidate above that price though. You got in at 8. You missed the 750. Okay, yeah, it still seems like it's quite volatile, right? That maybe this wasn't too bad. A little bit of consolidation at the bottom, right? Created a bit of a base there. Did that answer your question though, Roro? Hopefully that answered your question. What's going on with MULN, Michael? MULN had some news this morning. Yogi says I own MSTY for less than free. My dividends last month was 23,700. Woo, Yogi. Those dividends are nice, right? Are you ever concerned about like the dividends getting cut, Yogi? Is that ever a concern for you? And then the price, dropping a little bit? Let me know. Let me know. Any concerns at all? We're still kind of playing with that same resistance as well here for, I'm going to put a line here. So 1760-ish for HCWB. Alrighty? Yeah. Yogi for you especially, right? It's zero now. So yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to put it on the IPO. I'm interested. I want to see what happens. Okay, I'm good now. My goodness. Look at that. Look at that, Dan. Damn. Is it halted down? Yeah, too much resistance, right? So, yep. Again, take your gains if you need to, right? Take your gains if you need to. That's like at resistance, right? It's not like this was like the hot candle was the first. The disco, Shima, right? That candle wasn't the first candle to warn you. There was a whole bunch of resistance there already. You know what's crazy is we're not even up 1% yet, Dan. Those dips were definitely the dips to go along though, Dan. Those were the dip skis. The deep skis. Maybe we push all the way to that 590. Before the halt, you just canceled it? Okay. Yeah, because you never know what happens when it on halts. Stock analysis, Yogi, perfect. 237 per share. Yeah. We have a whole bunch of members like that actually. We have a whole bunch of members like that actually make like tens of thousands of dollars in these dividends. Coney, MSTY, BITO. We have a whole bunch, right? Grim has that as well, right? Mark has that as well. Yogi has that. There's a whole bunch of people in Discord that yeah. So if you ever have any questions about stuff like that, just ask, and lots of people to help you out. Lots of people to help you out. Ooh, spy. You actually see 2% for the day, Dan. What's NQ currently at though? If you're looking for 2%, let me pull up NQ. No. Yeah. You have it as well, Jericho? Yep. Stock is trading at dividends at the moment. Yeah. Yep. You're going down the rabbit hole? Yeah. No way I'm shorting this thing. I know. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, crazy. It gives you the dips are for going long, it seems. Here comes a bit of a dipski candle, though. A bit of a dipski candle. Is it possible to get your settings? You want to use it for the algo? Yeah. So Ash, if you go to Discord into like in the Bull Bear how to channel and scroll up a little bit, there's a video in there that shows you how to copy my setup. I think it's also under the member videos, member only videos on YouTube. So there's a video already. Yeah. So Bull Bear how to channel, or if you go to YouTube, the video is gonna be there. Like it says Blazes algo setup or something, or chart setup something. So let's see if we can come back and retest the breakout, Dan, because we always do, right? For the most part, breakout, come back, retest, boom skis. See if we can. Okay, let me look at that IPO again here. Looks like this one's unhalted. Unhalted, and then OMSC is still just chilling in between $8 and $9. Between $8 and $9. Waiting for the shorts class. There's already a shorts class, Uncle Slim. If you formed into this IPO already, type yes in the chat. If you're in this thing already, type yes in the chat. What are these criminals in the options channel doing? Celebrating gains? Okay. I again looking at Nvidia, like I cannot believe Nvidia was at 80 something dollars and people were panicking, and now we're at 130. Can you believe that? Shish. Shish. Yes, $8. Yeah. So a lot of you guys are in this one already. You're considering it? Yeah. Yup. Definitely looks interesting. I think the FOMO will really kick in though if it breaks out. So I think what's happening for now is if I drop some horizontal lines here again, we obviously sold up to like $7.50, right? Like it's kind of showing me 850, but then this was kind of the like the initial stall area. I don't like where those candles are sitting at for now. So what I'd like to see is a break of that $9. I think that $9 is really where like people might start FOMOing in at, because that's the IPO price, right? So like from bottom to top, right? So again, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens here if we go back up and break out, right? Keith, hello. Keith, are you a gold member? I feel like you are. Did you schedule a one-on-one? Uh, Everything is slowing down. FOMO will kick in. Yeah. Yep. If it breaks out, I think people are gonna FOMO. But if it just sits in the middle, then there's no reason to. You got out, Mark, at 850. Okay. 850. Yeah. What would you like to know though, Doma? Again, we've been talking about HCWB, all morning long. So if you have a brand new question, let me know. What would you like to know here about this? No. Maybe you should not. No, I think it needs to break out is what it needs to do. Coinbase is looking really nice though. Coin is looking very nice. Again, they're getting added into the S&P 500, so that's a pretty big deal, right? So the stock is just cooking. Highs on highs on highs, coin. 20% there almost. 20%. Yeah, no, Keith, yeah. So the calendar is in Discord, right? In the one-on-one channel. And SPY is going back up. So again, all the dip skis. Dang it, Dan. I was waiting for a dip closer to that last breakout. And they said, nope. Rob, you're in at 8:30. Okay. Okay. We need the boom skis. We need the boom skis. Yeah. So the calendar to schedule a one-on-one, Keith, is in the one-on-one channel in Discord. So just go in there. There we go. 880. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can it break $9 though? That's the question. Here we go. Trump sounds tired. I mean, the dude's been. I mean, again, put politics aside. We've been saying this the whole time. Like, how the hell can you be going like that? You know, at that age, dude has more energy than most people. Like, constantly, constantly going. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? But and straight halts up 2-3 times. Yep. Yeah, so that $9 is going to be an interesting level. And it missed by one damn point, then popped. Oh my goodness, Dad. Yup. And there it goes for new highs of the day. Waiting is an essential part of trading. Absolutely. Yep, it really is. It really, really is. If you don't, Peter, I use TD. But Robinhood is coming to Canada. We have Questrade. We have Interactive Brokers. We have Webull, obviously. So I think it's just a matter of time before I switch to a different platform, probably. Probably. Yep. Webull. Webull is great. Yep. That sounds interesting, Shiva. That sounds very interesting. Sounds like an Asian dish. Trump to meet with Syrian President. Syria. Come on, give us a breakout. Anyways, yeah. So the S&P looks nice. I still want to see that thing above 1% though. Close the day above 590. Oof. If we end the week at 600, that'd be very impressive. Very, very impressive. It feels delayed. You think so? Um, hmm. Yeah. You know what's interesting though? Like, there are not very many people that like Robinhood as a broker. You know, there's always complaints. But Robinhood still crushes it though. Like they crush it. And like in other aspects, you know. Grims, those calls should be nice and green though. Yeah, if you don't like Robinhood, Peter, just switch to Webull, right? If you're not liking it, switch something else. $100 for Michelle. Grina. Yeah, I will gladly pay Michelle $100 if SPY goes to 660, with a smile on my face. You know, I still think that's that's quite far fetched, but I think 660 is way too high. I think you're just asking for too much. Yeah. Hey yo, Kenneth. Hello, hello. Where have you been? Where have you been? Slacker. Oh, here we go, guys. Testing $9 for 59 Grim. Here's the test of $9. That $9 again is technically the IPO price, right? Even though it opened lower, so I bet you that's why it's kind of finding it as resistance. No, Michelle, that's there's no chart that says SPY. Mm-mm. Not when we're sitting all the way in the abyss. A lot of this has to do with like trade deals. China, like that China trade deal was you know I have receipts. Yeah, NCL. Yeah, NCL's cooking. NCL. Hmm. You're kind of sitting at a triple top here. 75 cents resistance. Yeah. See, you're definitely at resistance. Yeah, 75. So you're in it already. It looks nice. If not, just wait for that breakout. Michelle, yeah, for sure. Tax bill will be like rocket ship. Hmm. Trump is yapping again. He's yapping again. Yeah, Palantir and Nvidia, right? We had a bit of a debate, at some point like a month ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever, right? Which one you should buy, Palantir or Nvidia, right? And it was kind of 50-50. And if you bought any of those names, congratulations, right? It's not like we were picking out of two, one is good, one is trash. No, like you're picking out of two amazing names. So, yep. So yeah, anyways, NCL, triple top resistance, and it's backing off a little bit. Spy is just trying to decide if it wants to cook or if it wants to give us a dipski from the double top there. Uh, but I said buy Nvidia. You did. Can it do better? Hims is your dark horse. Hims. Yeah, Hims will eventually have a nice run. Hims has had a really nice run though. And then it looks like HCWB is just kind of playing in the middle here. So, yep. Where's Varys? Varys was spamming the chat, and then I think he went to Discord because he made his gains already. Varys made the gains already. Here's $9. Are we actually gonna break $9? Or are we gonna chill here? According to TradingView, TradingView says the high is 923. but it really isn't. It shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't be. Na, 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 na. Come on, just break the damn $9 already. Spy's about to make new highs there. You bought AMD, the second best after Nvidia. Yep, yep. A lot of people were loading AMD in Discord. A lot of people were loading it up, loading it up. Yep. And again, it's because $9 was the IPO price, right? So that's why it's kind of struggling there. Looks like it wants to break it though. There's a nice block of resistance just sitting at $9. Let's see, is it getting reduced? Not yet. It's almost like no one wants to buy at $9, like exactly $9. And the block, there we go. The block is still the same size though, even though we're sitting at $9. Come on, reduce the block. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. If that block moves, I think that's what's gonna make people FOMO at $9. Sheesh. And they're just chilling there at $9. And SPY just made brand new highs of the day, guys. And the block is exactly the same for OMSC here at $9. And the block just got a little bit bigger as well. Dan, did you go in at all? Did you go in? My goodness, look at that. Just boom skis on boom skis on boom skis. You see the dips? Boom skis. Okay, that block is getting reduced now, though. That block is getting reduced. And still failing at $9, though. Someone's sitting there. You did, Dan? Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Very nice. I like it. Congratulations. Yeah, the only gamble to take now is longs. Going IPO event week possible. I can't find the exact date, but I keep hearing rumors. John, yeah, we were talking about all of last weekend in Discord. All of last Sunday we were talking about it. But yeah, yeah, I think it's the what was it again? The 14th. Can't remember the exact date. Let me see if I can pull up the. Yeah, it says expected date is the 14th. Let's see if it gets priced tomorrow, right? So it's supposed to be tomorrow. Yep. So tomorrow. It was last week. Yeah, it was quite a ways away though. Right. We're in a good shape to pass the tax bill. Congress are passing the tax cut in history. Damn, damn Trump. Damn. Cut the taxes. Cut the taxes. Doo, 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 doo. Cut the taxes. Let everybody celebrate. Doo, 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 doo. Cut the taxes. Doo, 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 doo. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Interesting, actually. Recession was imminent. You know what's funny now is the same analysts that were calling for recession, right? 60% chance of a recession, 80% chance of a recession. You know what they're saying now? They're like, oh, less than 50% chance, less than 30% chance of a recession. It's like, okay, thanks for telling. This is why you can't really trust the analyst, because if you do, they're gonna come to you at the end, right, when it's too late. Just way too much chaos, just way too much, which is very sad, right? Like you would think these people are there to help you, right? Right. Don't know any better than we do. Exactly. It's all just a guessing game for them, you know. It's like everybody was yelling recession, like a month ago. Right? Recession, 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 recession. Oh my God, 80% chance of a recession. And what happened now? Like no, all of a sudden, no recession. DEVS, sure, Bruce. What's your position? What's your question? So we're still failing at $9, guys. Exactly at $9, right? Exactly at $9 here for OMSC. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. What's your question for that thing? So until we break above $9 here for OMSC, it still has issues. Issues. Interesting. You guys speaking French in the chat now, Kenneth? What happened? Let's see what's SPY doing. Why do I have a feeling SPY's so it's a retest, but why do I have a feeling we've hit the highs of the day, Dan? Does anybody think we make new highs of the day again? Anybody? Well, are we done? Have we hit the highs, or we're done for the? Oh, we're gonna make brand new highs again. Kind of get the vibe. We've probably made highs of the day. You think so? You think we make brand? I mean, obviously you, Michelle. Moa, she said, craziness, craziness. Yeah, it looks like we're coming all the way back down again for this crazy stock, HCWB. Hopefully, no one's holding a bag in this. Hopefully, no one's holding a bag here, please. You know. And then this IPO, right? We still need to break above $9 here. Can say the right thing or not exactly. Robert, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Here we go. $9. That same block is still chilling at $9. There's a hater sitting at $9. Come on. Come on now. Interesting. No one wants to buy that thing at $9, huh? Coin is hitting brand new highs of the day. Highs of the day, by the way. Coinbase new highs, $250 almost. If you bought this thing this morning, wow, look at that. Look at that, and it's just been cooking. Probably cook until they get listed into the S&P, and then dip skis after that. That's exactly what it is. War machine. And then NCL again. We talked about this double top, right? So triple top, right? So we hit it and then came all the way down to retesting an uptrend here. So 60 cents support for NCL for you guys that are playing with it. Alrighty, NCL. Hmm. What's your position again in DVS? DVS? Let me know, please. You never responded to my question. Jonathan, you're done? Done with what? Oh, you mean like the highest done? Hmm. Yeah, Baruch, let me know. Uh, oh, okay, there you go. I think you answered the question actually. 80 cents on Friday. Okay, I'll take a look. DVS. You bought 10,000 shares at 80 cents and then you left it all the way to 50 cents. What's your address? What's your computer password? What do I think about this? I think you already let it go to 50 cents. I think that has to be your your base there, right? And it's found a nice little base at 50 cents. So just make sure it stays above it. Yeah. Two. Hmm. Interesting. There we go. Cool. There was a communication problem on Friday, and I wasn't able to sell it before the trading ended. Yeah, but again, also for this stock though, it was like just that's Friday. Yesterday though, Monday, this stock was all the way up. You bought it on Friday. It was at $1.30, right? To me, you should have made a decision there, right? Even this morning, it was this morning early pre-market, it was back above 90 cents. So you want to be very careful, right? Peter, yeah, join the legend. Yeah, join the legend membership. Yeah, yeah. Because you have a lot of shares, right? You don't want to be letting it go to the abyss. But for now, watch that 50 cents. Watch the 50 cents. Oh, you were in the hospital? Oh, okay. Okay. When you say communication problem, I thought maybe like your computer, had some issues. Not like you were in the hospital. HCW, guys, just keeps playing with the VWAP and the 200 up and down and scalp and. Uh, 29 on the IPO day and sold at 282 days later. That was nice, John. That was very nice. Deep Butter, what's your position in MLGO? What's your position? Let me know. I'll take a look. Should I buy for break? You guys are all asking the same questions. Same questions. 13 for a scalp? Okay. I mean, it's not a bad level, right? Big H. It's not like you're taking a ridiculous gamble. It's a 200 EMA. It's the view at the demand zone. So there are a few good things there, right? A few good reasons why you should be taking that trade. And then we're just kind of stuck right below $9 here still for that IPO. Do I like MULN Guardian? Only when it's at zero. I'm kidding. Craziness. Can't believe MULN is still around, honestly. Yep. Hopefully, yeah, just be careful though, because if this thing breaks down, people are gonna panic. So only at zero, Michelle. Ah, interesting. There we go. 14. Okay, it's not too bad. That is not too bad. First penny stock you did. You knew nothing about reverse plates. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, what time do I have one-on-ones today? Yes, so an hour. In 1 hour. Perfect. Spy. See, Spy's done skis. Done skis. Michelle. Done skis. Done skis for the day. Yep. Yeah, it just kind of had that vibe. It's like this is it. I hope you guys. Also, you guys were way too bullish. Too bullish. Everybody was like, "Yeah, new highs coming. New highs. New highs coming." Like, yeah. Pack your bags. This is when Troy comes out of the grave. Troy. Yeah. Pack your bags. It's not done. Wave goodbye, Michelle. Spies had its fun today. Can we get something to break out though, please? You're down $1. $1. The stock market will go higher. When was that tweet? That seemed like it was a while ago though. Did he just say that, Luna, or when was that said though? Oh, okay, 2 minutes ago, basically. The stock market will go higher. It's interesting that we didn't get a pop on that though. Hmm. Maybe it's because we've been pumping this whole time. No more reactions to the to tweets like that. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Make them pump something, please. I know, right? Don't worry. Soon. Soon, soon, soon. We need boom skis. Today would be a pullback. Oh no. Yeah, no, the markets are pumping. This is not a pullback. Yeah. We're up almost 1% for the day. This is boom skis. Yeah. This is a dip I wanted, and yes, I'm entertained. Let's go. Okay, now you want to pump it back up, Dan? Pump it. Let's go tap new highs of the day. Yeah. Pump it, pump it. Michelle, did you see the your boy Benjamin? Did you see him? What was the name of the ticker again? Let me take a look. That tweet was deleted. That's why. Yeah, I think he deleted it, Michelle. Oh, yesterday, yeah. Yeah, that was yesterday, Shima. Yesterday. Yeah, yeah. But then he deleted it anyways, though. So then I just kind of yeah, that's the one we played with this morning. Well, you see what I mean, though. Like I think something fishy is going on. He's short or long? I thought he said he was long. Mm. Yeah, right. But you see what I mean, though. It's always the opposite. I almost feel like they're doing it for intentionally, right? I almost feel like they do it on purpose. Spy still done? Yeah. Dan, did you get in on your dip? Yeah. I don't know. I still see a weakness for spy here. This is more weakness than Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You're inside. Are you short inside, Troy? 29. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Interesting. Yeah, launch sell off. Launch. Yeah. But then again, today really hasn't been because the large caps are running. Today really hasn't been a crazy boomski day for momentum stocks, though. Today's been on the slower end. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day plays out. Mm, sounds good. Come on, something give us the boomskis. Even Spy too, I don't mind. Spy give us the boomskis. You had a really tight stop loss there, Troy. Very tight. That's good. That's good though. That's really good. Very, very tight. Do 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 do. Mm, okay, let's see. 25. Okay. Scaling back in, like longs. Like you're scaling into longs, is what you're saying, Troy? Hmm. Okay. Oh, short play? Okay. Yeah, I see weakness. I see weakness. Weakness. You better start thrusting here, Dan. Otherwise, the slap is coming. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I agreed. As long as you don't have too many, you should be okay. Because sometimes people have 10 M and Q, and then it's like, okay, okay, same stress. Yeah. Boomskis. Yep, exactly. It's like the perfect raining day today. It's raining. You're green, it's raining. You have gummies. Uh, good time to look at CEP again. Let me take a look at BTC. BTC, what are we at? 104. Ooh, nice BTC. Nice. Bitcoin is like, hey guys, it's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. And then CEP. Yeah. The 29 area ish. Yep. Yeah. CEP is popping a little bit there. And it just spiked a bit. You're done for the day? Oof. Dan the criminal. Dan the criminal. I like it. Well done, Dan. Well done. Let's see. Mm, mm. True, true, true. Mm, okay. Sounds good. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Dan. Criminal. Criminal. Criminales. Do, do, do. MSTR. MSTR. CETX with a bit of a pop there too. Nakamoto will be doing a SPAC on IPO. Hmm. CETX. Trump says what amazing what a rising market will do. It's gonna go a lot higher. Shish. Dude is pumping the markets. Pumping the markets. Oof. Amazon Web Services in Saudi Arabia, AI firm to invest over $5 billion in AI innovation. That's cool. That is very cool. Bring the monies. Bring the monies. Bring the monies. Yeah. Fine, Michelle. No new highs yet, though. No new highs yet. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mm. Maybe we go back for a double bottom. $700 million Nakamoto CEO tells CNBC he wants to buy more Bitcoin than strategy. Or interesting. Those dudes also only have 700 million though. So where are they getting the rest of the money from? Unbelievable. Yapping at this point. Just yapping. Yeah, just yapping at this point. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Hmm. There we go. You got into LICN? LICN. 565? Okay. Yeah. I mean, it looks like we put this line here in the morning, right? So 610-ish resistance. So just be careful there, Kenneth. Right, resistance. A little bit of resistance, you know. Yeah, if it broke above it, yeah. If it broke above, for sure. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Okay, there we go. Oh, there it is. That thing said, "Give me my pop." There you go, Kenneth. See, you made it pop. You made it pop. Interesting. Yay, he says. Not quite highs of the day yet, so 650. Not quite the highs yet. Hmm. Okay. Go, 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 go. That thing is halted at 666. Shish. That was a nice breakout. And look, now, that was a really nice break. Shish. Yeah, you're halted at the number that I don't know if you want to be halted at if you're superstitious. Shima says that's scary. I don't know. I don't know, Shima. I don't know. Aiden, if you want to join us in Discord, so click the link at the bottom of the chat. So the link from Nightbot, become a legend member. That link will give you. So once you become a member, then you get the link to join us in Discord. Alrighty. Is the $5 membership just for no? So again, Aiden, that level gives you nothing, right? So click on the level that says legend. That gives you access for a month, right? And then it renews every month. So the legend level is the only one that's available. So click on it. Alrighty. So if the level says sold out, it's not available. CEP is at $31 now too, which is nice. So that Bitcoin run definitely triggered a run in the crypto stocks. So whoever mentioned CEP, that was nice. Why are the others there? Because I don't know. Because they're not getting removed. YouTube hasn't removed them, I guess. Or there's no way to lock them, right? I wish I could, but there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. Uh, Michelle, send it. Yep. My on that delusion this morning with ITP. Yep. Yep. If you're not a member yet, click become a member. Join the Legend membership. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. I need to go look at those headlines again. I don't think there was anything in there. I don't think there was anything in there for crypto. So against Syria, blah blah blah, right? So sanctions. Order the okay, course. Yeah, there's nothing. He hasn't said anything to do with crypto. Alrighty, so again, LICN, let's see what happens when this thing gets unhalted. Ready? Kenneth, you made money on all those plays, and then your wife took the monies. Did she know where the money came from? You criminal. Did you not tell her where you got the money from? It's always interesting, you know? Just gonna have to, yeah. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting. We have a few members, you know, they're like, oh, my wife doesn't want me to get a membership, right? And meanwhile, they had the membership though, and then they made a whole bunch of monies, and then but then they're like, oh, my wife doesn't want me to. It's like, okay, where did you make the money? Don't make me find you. Don't make me find you. Don't make me find you. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Here we go, unhalted. There you go, almost $7 now for this one. There you go. No, so throws, I know, right? There's $7. There you go, Kenneth. There you go. Maybe your wife will let you. Maybe. Uh. Uh. Okay. Yep. But again, names like this run with no news though, so you want to be careful. I'm about to take a pit stop at the beach before you head home. Let's go, Joe. When I have a community in here, it's help my your psyche. Yeah, being a part of the community. Thank you for absolutely, Kenneth. Absolutely, right? Teamwork, community. You know, absolutely. YW, you do not get a one-on-one with the legend, only with the goats, and the goat level is not available right now. Not available. Joe, did you sell those calls yet, or you're still holding them? Are you still in those? And just wanted to put that out there. No, exactly, Kenneth. No, for sure. The ones above 600, the 600 ones. Damn, we never could break above that $9, huh? Just no momentum there to break out. You did, Kenneth? 699. Beautiful. Good job. They're still stacking. Okay. Still stacking. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good exit. Really, really good exit. SPY seems to be stalling a little bit there, Michelle. A little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's halted down for now, Kenneth. So let's see what happens if it stays above $6 after the unhalt. You never find me. Uh, if my late Junes go to $10, woo! Just imagine Joe. Joe's gonna be at the beach. The beach. Yeah, no, it's halted down at 617. Halted down. Ooh, package. 1 second, guys. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna leave it on SPY here on the 5 minute. Don't do anything. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, CP looks nice, Michelle. Very, very nice. Uh, he likes short time frames. Yeah, no, that was a nice 5 minute curl on SPY. That was a nice double bottom actually. But then you can kind of see like a little weird head and shoulder or just a bit of resistance there though. So hence the dipskis. The dipskis then back to the 50. Woo! Those are some nasty candles there. I wonder why it's dropping like that. What, did someone say something? You know what's funny is now every time we dip, we're like, oh, did someone say something? Because we don't really expect like candles like that anymore. Who said what? Sheesh, that was a nasty drop and a nice pop. That was a very nice pop. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Since when did we start zooming out on scalping spy? Huh? Since when did we start doing that, Joe? When was scalping futures? Since when? Unbelievable. Joe says zoom out. Since when? There we go. Perfect. Joe has 600 calls. He's up like 1,000% now. He's forgotten about futures. Forgotten about futures. Anyways, we have a new member. Jay. I'm gonna call you Jay. Welcome to Legends, Jay. Let me send you an invite link here. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do, 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 do. How did I get back to the fight to the 1 minute, Michelle? Wasn't Spy on the 5 minute all day today? uh, Joe, you know what I'm talking about, right? When you're playing with futures, it's not a zoom out thing. It's can we see the violence? Thank you, Michelle. For some reason, I it just wasn't clicking because I expected to be on the 5 minute. Anyways, thank you. Sorry, I didn't notice you were. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're only looking at the 15 minute, Joe, because you're playing with spike calls. If you're looking at futures, then ah, Joe, you left us behind, and now you're looking at the 15 minute chart. Do you remember the days of you looking at the 30-second chart? Unbelievable! I can't believe you right now. Anyways, so Jay, welcome to the community. By the way, this is your invite at the bottom of the chat. So click that invite and follow the steps. Joe, don't worry, I'm gonna find you. Uh, unbelievable. So now we're fully into that supply zone there. Into the supply zone. You seriously do, Kenneth. You do. That's why Joe ran away. That's why he ran away. Do, 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 do. 3150. Mm, 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 mm. 43. 32. Resistance 32. Same resistance from last time. Your account's on vacation, Joe? Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the MFFU broker Joe. I think I like that one a little bit better. I know, Kenneth. I have nothing to say to you. Nothing. That's actually a really nice curl for NCL. It's a very, very nice curl. See if it gets back to 75 cents though. And off the 200. So for the second time today. Yeah, otherwise Dan puts you in a timeout. Actually, no, Dan's gonna support you today. Okay, Jill, I'll send him a message. What's your username though, Jill? Because you didn't you just in case he doesn't remember. Just in case. uh I mean that thing is more so looking to hold support rather than resistance, right? So $1.88, $1.90, and then the view app at $2. Baruch. You guys remember? You guys remember Trump saying this is the Biden market? That should have been the signal for the bottom. We should have known as soon as he said Biden market. We should have known that the markets were gonna cook. Choo, 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 choo. I still kind of like what HCWB is doing here, just because it keeps bouncing up the same area of the 200 and the demand zone there. I like it. Hmm. Refresh. Yeah, it just couldn't break out, right? Like OMSE just could not break out. And if it doesn't break out, then obviously that's not something you want to be getting into. At least 4 hours a day at work, Ajay. Good. Welcome to the community. Just make sure you go to the Getting Started channel and follow the instructions when to do and connect. Then it's gonna unlock everything, and then you can just hang out in Stock General and look at the other channels as well. Alrighty. Welcome. Welcome. I know we like to hang. Okay. There you go. Okay. Come on, spy. The IPO, like you made some monies on it, is what you're saying, Luna? Yeah. No, I wasn't gonna touch that thing yet until we actually broke out. So, and it didn't want to break out. So maybe now again, it has the bottom, right? It has the support at the bottom, right? So the easy entry for now seems to be like around this area, right? That's the same opening area. So it's gonna need to play in between and then break out if it wants to go, right? So it needs to break out. So if you're looking for an entry again, as long as it stays above the bottom there, the bottom of that line, and or it breaks out. So one of the two, right? Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Painful stock. Yeah, it's always difficult when you're playing with the IPO. You're basically just gambling, 50-50. El Pita Pays says, I think I'm ready to join. Peter, so again, if you want to join us in Discord, you have to be a member first, right? So click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Join the level that says Legend. Once you do, then I'll send you the link in the chat. And then you can come join us. Join us. Doo, 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 doo. Come join us. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, Burush, I don't think so. This is just this is Harris Hella Harris. Do. You know what? Not. uh Yup. Mm. You hit the sub button twice on accident, Jonathan. So then you're short. Which position are you short? What did you just short then? If you hit the button twice. Hmm. I have no idea what those are. Can it? I have no idea what those are. Michelle, new highs of the day. Do we actually make new highs? No, not yet. You're too excited, Michelle. Not yet. Not yet. El Pita Pace, welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. So, Peter, this is your invite already. So, click that Discord link at the bottom of the chat there from the Hot Rates account. When you click the link, it's going to say you don't have access to, permission to blah, blah, blah. Go to the Getting Started channel and follow the instructions. Scroll down, scroll up. There's some instructions in there. And then once you connect, you're going to have access to everything. Have access. Welcome home, Joe. So again, OMSC doesn't look like it's quite dead yet, though, does it? Right? The fact that we're holding the same bottom here makes you feel like, okay, you just need to break out, right? So hopefully it actually does break out at some point. It's gonna wait till we get up the stream, and then it's gonna break out. That's what it's waiting for. This thing is on drugs. This stock is wild. That was actually a really nice curl, though. If those of you that are goat members, right? That was a pretty easy curl there. Any goat members in the chat for LICN? You see that, right? That's a pretty easy curl there. Pretty easy monies on that one. Very, very nice. So potential double tops there. You're gonna go look for more money, aren't you, Kenneth? The neighbor's Wi-Fi in the doghouse. I got kicked out of the house for the week. Kenneth, what did you do? What did you do, Kenneth? What did you do? Why did your wife kick you out? Are you getting bullied? Are you okay? First, you make money, and then your wife is like, you don't get to pay for membership after you made monies. And then now you're in the doghouse. What did you do? Oh my, now you're borrowing your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Unbelievable. Unbelievable is all I had to tell you. Shush. Unbelievable. Hmm. Who is in your house now? While you're outside. Oh my goodness, Joe. Will he pay your bills? Oh. Unbelievable. You guys are too funny. Ah. Thoughts on Palantir and NVIDIA? Honestly, what can we say now, Mosca? Right? What can we say? Both amazing. If you bought the dip, congratulations, right? There's really nothing else to say about NVIDIA and Palantir, right? Unless you have a specific question, which you'd have to ask that specific question. Like maybe you bought it at in the 90s, 80s, right? And you're like, okay, do I sell now, right? Or you're looking for a brand new entry. If you're looking for brand new entries, then you need a slap. Exactly. Michelle, yes. Yes, if you didn't buy Nvidia and Palantir at the bottom and you want to buy now, you deserve to be beaten. You deserve to be beaten is what you need. Yeah, right, Michelle? Yeah. Yep. The opportunities were there. All the opportunities were there for you to buy. Yep. See if it actually breaks above this time though, because yeah, this is one of those names though that like you have to be careful with it. Very, very careful. Yeah. See if you get a breakout here. It looks like you're about to get a breakout. That's your third push there now. Uh, so looks like it's failing again. Once you accept the invite, so click on the invite, follow the steps in the getting started channel, right? So scroll up and down in that channel. That's the only one you have access to. Follow the instructions, right? If you're not sure what to do, there's a video in there that walks you through too as well, right? The one that says how to connect your YouTube to Discord, right? Once you're done watching that video, there's another video below that shows you the Discord channels, and then you can hang out in Stock General, basically. Yeah, new to Discord, yeah. 60, 118. Your position, but you're not comfortable with options and futures. Do you think I should DCA slowly, or can I go a bit faster on these? No, I would DCA a little slowly, right? Um, you have some pretty nice entries already, and you're green on both of those positions, Mosca, right? So that's perfect, especially for Palantir, right? So I wouldn't be adding to your position on days that were cooking, right? When you wake up on a specific day and Nvidia's down, 5%, 10%, right? Palantir, same thing. Then yeah, absolutely, slowly DCA, right? So, but the way to go if you're looking to build your position long term is to slowly DCA. Don't do anything too crazy, otherwise you're gonna regret it. And again, you're looking at the gains and it feels amazing right now, and you're like, damn, I should have bought more. I should add more to my position because we're gonna keep cooking. Wait for the red days, especially when you're in already. Alrighty, LICN is still failing at resistance here, so $7.14. $7.14. Josh, you know. Let's go, let's go. When you hang out with smart people all day, then I can steal some of you guys' knowledge. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, absolutely, Mosca. You're welcome. Kenneth? Yeah, I know you made more than the price of membership, but then you're like, my wife said, "Get, I'm gonna smack you." That's why you're in the doghouse. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Jill, you should be good to go now. You should be good to go. Alrighty. Should be good to go. When is this damn thing gonna break out, guys? When? When? Do I have a one-on-one in 2 minutes? I think I might have. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Mark, are you in the chat? Let me know. Let me know when you're ready to go. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys. We'll hop off in a bit or so. Smash a like if you haven't already. please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link at the bottom of the chat. Come join us. Alrighty. And then whenever Mark is ready, we're gonna hop off and go hang out in Discord. But yeah, don't forget to smash a like. Is Spy still playing with that same resistance, Michelle? Yeah. Kind of playing with the double top there, huh? But if it breaks above that level though, ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah, it's a nice little double top there. No, I mean like if it breaks above, like in a good way, Michelle. If it does. If exactly. If Michelle's so mean to me, guys. So mean to me. So mean to me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Peter, I don't understand. Don't get scammed in Discord. Don't go messaging a Blaze thinking you're messaging me, right? There are lots of scammers with the same name. So I'm saying nice things, Joe. These are all nice things. I'm looking for boomskis. He can't help it. You're new to Discord again. Follow the steps, please. Alrighty. Scary, you're good to go though, right? You connected earlier. You should be good to go. I should be good to go. Again, I'm gonna send the link one more time in the chat. If you became a member today, because I don't think you guys have connected yet. If you became a member today, alrighty, this is your Discord invite link. Click the link at the bottom of the chat, this link right here, and follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Scroll up and down and follow the steps. Once you do, it's gonna let you into Discord. Follow the steps, please. LICN looks like it's finally breaking out. Finally breaking the resistance, Kenneth. Finally breaking the resistance. Yeah, Mark, let me know when you're good to go. Let me know when you're ready, and then I'll hop off. Alrighty. Do, 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 do. Mm. Not quite closing above yet, but it looks like there's another one gaining a bit of attention. XPON. Yeah. XPON. Interesting. Hmm. See if that thing can break above the highs there, though. Michelle, remember this stock from way back when? Looks interesting, huh? Why are you saying ooh for SPY? You're probably getting excited for SPY, huh? Yeah. Marley, you've been scalping this one all day, haven't you? Scalp, scalp, scalp. XPON? Yeah, it looks interesting. A little bit of a unusual volume there because the volume is usually 50,000 shares. Now it's 200,000. It's nothing crazy, right? But if it can find a way to break out, then maybe the volume will eventually kick in. Just something to kind of put on the watch list for now, just in case. LICN though doesn't need a second invitation. That thing's like, hey, VWAP, bye. Joe, much love. Be safe. Catch you in Discord as well. Alrighty, see you later. See you later. So again, watch for 760 there at the VWAP for LICN. LICN. So that VWAP. 17 back in at 1280. Yeah, that's very nice. And you're green again, right? So I like it. Yeah, Mark, let me know when you're ready for your one-on-one. I don't know if you're even on stream. The problem is like sometimes you guys create like Discord names and you schedule one-on-ones and then you when you book the one-on-one you create it with like your actual name or like a real name or like a real email or like just something different. So I'm like, okay, who is this person? You know? So then I never know. So I'd like to send you a DM, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure. Yep. Seems to be getting better though, the spread. The spread. Anyways, let's do like 2 more minutes, guys. Let me know if you have any last questions, and then we will continue in Discord. Alrighty. Triple bottom, potentially, potentially. Again, the bottom is all the way down there though, so quite a ways down, right? It's not even it's closer to resistance than it is to the bottom. 660. When 660, Michelle? If we break above 600 just this month alone, I'm gonna be very impressed. Very impressed. So very very impressed. I'm just setting some alerts here for some of these names I want to watch. Alert, alert, alert. And Spy is still just sitting at that double top. You linked already, Peter? Oh, okay. If you are linked with the right email, Peter, you're gonna see all the channels. The channels are gonna unlock for you once you link. Just make sure it's the right email. Oh, here goes Benjamin Michelle. I told you from 2 weeks ago, ready to squeeze. Big time, life changing coming. Send it, send it, send it, Benjamin. I like it. Congratulations. I like it. Benjamin. Uh, ICCT. Sounds good. Is a short squeeze stock right now? FNGR. I mean, if you're green, just continue printing monies, Benjamin, right? Don't worry about the short squeeze. If you're making money, forget about the squeeze, right? As long as you're making monies. As long as you're making monies. Um, any last questions, guys? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, so I guess we're gonna leave it here for today then and continue on Discord. Alrighty. We will leave it here for the day and continue in the Discord. So smash a like before you go. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And again, if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the join link at the bottom of the chat. Once you become a member, your invite link is going to be in the community section, or just send me an email, hottradesx@gmail. Good, I'm falling asleep. Bye, Dan. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Rich. Pizza, welcome to the community. Kenneth, I don't know what to tell you. Guardian, what was your question? Did you have a question? Bye, Troy. See you in Discord. Eric, see you in Discord. Pantry right now? Maple cookies. Maple cookies is what the type of cookie I have in the pantry. Mala, see you in Discord. Joe, Joe's gone already. Luna, bye bye. Yeah, maple cookies. See you, CM. See you in Discord. Virus. Let's go, virus. Uh, on the stream longer. No, I have to go do some one-on-ones. That's the yeah. Otherwise, I would stay longer. Guardian, yeah, Canadian. Canadian. They're also shaped like in the Canadian flag. Anyways, bye guys. Chat. Chat later. Chat later. Bye bye. Do 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 do.